Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFLTV. Brad, fight week. Good to see you, my man. My first interview of this fight week, and I'm going to have to do quite a lot because it's a big old card and it's a big old week as well. Yeah, you must be buzzing.
Buzzing, mate. Massive card, like you said. Top of the bill, I believe. And yeah, it's going to be packed in there, and I'm excited.
Does it change anything that you're top of the bill?
Means I get to fight a little bit later, so I can eat more food on fight day. So adds up quite well.
So you'll have a fuller stomach on fight day than you would have before. Obviously, I know it's a big night for you, and this isn't your be all and end all. And if you're to win the British title, there'll be things beyond that. But have you taken time in the build-up to just kind of sit back and go, oh, I've had a lot to get here. It's been an up and down journey. Have you thought kind of about the process to get here at all, or is it just kind of don't think about anything other than that British title?
It's hard not to think about the process. Like, I boxed for almost 21 years and I've been pro over 8 years. I've got Southern area, defended, English, and it's built up to this moment, and I've made it vocal. I just want the British title, just all I want. And you're probably not going to get many chances like this ever again. So everything I've got and nothing less. Everything I've got. There's nothing I want more than the British title. So yeah, no stone unturned. With the best camp of my life. No excuses. Everything I've got on Saturday.
Are you the type to heap pressure on yourself?
Nah, I think really probably more pressure on Heaney. He's the one with the momentum. He sells the tickets. He's the home fighter. He's got the 2 belts to lose. I've got so much to gain. So there isn't too much pressure on me. Only the pressure I put on myself. And knowing I've done everything I possibly could, that's it. That's all you can do. So,
what sort of fight are you expecting? Or have you thought through the fight in your mind a few times? Like, is there one scenario that plays out, or is there many different scenarios?
Good question. I think it might be slightly cagey to start off with, slightly. And then I think eventually it's just going to gel into a bit of a tear up. I think I hit hard enough. You like that? Enjoy the show, mate. And I think I hit hard enough to hurt Heaney. I think my boxing ability's up there or past Heaney's, so I have all the tools to beat him. And I just see myself winning. I don't see Heaney beating me at all.
So I know it's kind of typical promoter talk, but Frank's come out and said Heaney could potentially, he believes, win a world title one day. Eubank was mentioned at Stoke when we had the launch press conference. I know that is promoter talk. Did you kind of read into that at all? Because no one's going, when Brad Pauls wins this, he's going to fight. Do you know what I mean?
You can see how it's getting set up. And that's not Nathan saying these things. Nathan's been quite respectful and he's paying full attention to me. I'm going to have a seizure in a minute. You keep that. He's only spoke about me, Nathan. He's not looked past me at all. So that's whatever Frank says, he says. But Nathan's as a proper fighter and he's took me seriously. So I'm expecting the best version of Nathan on Saturday.
How surprised was you, or was you surprised when he beat Denzel Bentley? I started with how surprised were you, because I think, if we're being honest, and he will say this as well, a lot of the boxing world were quite shocked at the result against Denzel Bentley.
Yeah, mate, massively surprised. I bet on Bentley to win. Thought it was a pretty sure bet, and I know Denzel. I've sparred in this camp. I sparred him last few times, and I rate him highly, so I was convinced he was going to win. But the stars aligned for Nathan that night, and fair play to him. He best performance of his life. And yeah, he's the man who beat the man, and I'm going to be the man who beat the man who beat the man. So here we are.
I suppose if you follow it back long enough, you'll be the man who beat the man who beat the man, and yeah, I suppose. Can you liken this fight to any fight you've had of previous? Obviously, I know you haven't had it yet, but in terms of stylistically, what you're expecting?
Not stylistically. In terms of like the setup and the pressure, you'd say it's similar to Denny. Similar capacity, similar obviously TV platform and these things. But stylistically, I can't really say I've boxed someone like Heaney. My last fight opponent was similar height, but no, it's a clean slate for me. It's a fresh canvas, so it'll be interesting.
What would it mean to end the night clutching that British title?
If you know me, I'm not a crying sort of person. I don't really cry often. I'm not double hard or anything.
I'll tell you what I know from knowing you, and you said it at the start of this interview, I know from knowing you that you've banged on about this British title for ages, so I guess that kind of answers itself.
You'll see me crying, mate. You'll see me crying. It's all I want, like, for me, it's the nicest belt, and it's the most genuine belt you can't get an easy fight for. No one can take it away from you. It's the most credible to me. So, yeah, get the Kleenex ready when I'm crying on Saturday night.
You're right, there is no easy touch for a British title. Yes, he's done 3,000 tickets, but you've done 150. But they're a loud bunch, and they're going to have to be loud, aren't they?
Yeah, do you know what? And I knew that I'm going to be the villain for the night on Saturday, and it's fine. It's energy, it's how you use it, and it's I get a few boos, some beer thrown on me on the way to the ring, but it's fine. My 150 will be noisy, so let's go.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.